Hello, my name is Alison, creator of Paper Cuttings by Alison. Today we're going to learn to cut out and put together three-dimensional snowflakes. They're from my Winter Beginner's Kit. This is one of three great projects that this particular kit contains within the package. Our beginner's kits are really fun, easy, and quick to make. All patterns are pre-printed, as you can see, directly on the cutting page that you're going to use. No tracing involved. You need a pair of scissors, a ruler, and glue. This particular kit contains two different snowflakes. So you need to choose which snowflake you're going to use. So let's get started. You need to cut your patterns apart. So as you can see, I've kind of already done this. I've cut my patterns apart, and you need to choose which snowflake you want to make. So I'm going to make the one that has more of the pointed crystals on them. So I'm just cutting the excess paper away from these, and I'm going to set aside the other snowflakes. So first off, cut a little bit of excess paper away. You don't need it, it's extra. Gets in the way. Next, you're going to score your pattern. Now, scoring produces a clean line. So place your ruler against the dotted lines and take, and make sure that you're holding it very steady, and take the tip of your scissors and draw or press and pull it along the ruler's edge. So it's a press and a pull along the ruler's edge. Be careful only to scratch through the surface, just about halfway through, because you don't want to slice it. Scoring creates a sharp fold line. You'll need this crease later when you glue the two patterns together. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to score my second snowflake. Again, pushing and pulling the tip of the scissor, but not cutting all the way through, and fold. That makes a nice sharp line. And again, I'm going to take probably a little more excess paper. I'm going to trim it, because you don't need all this extra paper. Okay, now cut along the pattern lines from outside in. Feed the paper into the scissors, turning as you go. Allow the paper to move freely, pivoting around, guided by your fingertips, while keeping the hand holding the scissor stationary. And again, I'm feeding the paper into the scissors, turning as I go. I'm allowing the paper to move freely, pivoting around, and it's being guided by my fingertips. Keeping the hand that is holding the scissor stationary. Constant motion, I'm pivoting. Remember to cut just inside the pattern lines so they don't show. Remember, this is a three-dimensional ornament, so it's being seen from all sides. So the less lines, the better. we have the first pattern cut. Now you want to cut the second pattern just like we did the first. And we're ready to put the two snowflakes together. What you want to do first is just gently crease the snowflakes again on the score line. And you just, push them a little bit, allow them to spring back. Basically, you just want to make sure you're seeing where that crease is. So now we're ready to put the two snowflakes together. So, on a flat surface, lay them out. And with your glue, now I prefer Aleene's Tacky because it has a great hold. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a thin line of glue and run it up the center crease. I try not to apply too much. This holds very, very well. It's on the thick side. It tends not to be runny. It's a great glue, and what I do is I put up one center crease and I put it up the second center crease also, just a little bit. And if you don't cover the whole thing, it's okay. Okay, now gently press one on top of the other, but you need to line them up carefully, top and bottom. And just with the tip of your finger, just press it down. Sometimes I'll take the tip of my scissor and I can press it down that way too. Okay. You need to give it some time to dry. Don't touch it for a while and set it aside. As I mentioned, my favorite glue is Aleene's. I prefer it to Elmer's. Elmer's tends to be wetter. Doesn't tend to stick as well with three-dimensional projects like this. And heavy stock paper, I much prefer this particular glue. It'll make your life so much easier.
You can go ahead.
So after the two are thoroughly dry, gently pull them apart. Gently, I use the word fluff, gently fluff it up a little bit. And because I like to suspend these, I want these hanging on my Christmas tree, I suggest that you pierce a hole through the top with a needle and run the thread, or could be filament, fishing line, through and suspend it. And it looks great on a Christmas tree or hanging from a chandelier or what have you. And here's the other one that's from the same kit that is just as pretty too. And again, you just have to open these up. And they look great suspended from the tree or the chandelier. Okay, a couple other suggestions when making these projects is greeting cards. You take the pattern that we did and you can just glue it flat on the greeting card, one of them, or if you like, it was very, very pretty, you could actually put the two on and make a three-dimensional greeting card, and it's very pretty. Very, very nice. Another suggestion would be, why not cut your snowflake out in two different colors? I chose to use blue. A light blue and white, and it really makes it look frosty and cold. And I like the idea of adding a little bit of color to my work. So be creative and utilize some color. Make a greeting card. These are great projects. Hope you enjoyed it.